TVASIA Telugu Andarki, hello and welcome back to yet another fantastic show of the talk show with experts. Manato Manush expert unnaru Rahul Reddy garu. Rahul garu, thank you and welcome to the show. Meeku andarki telusu Rahul Reddy garu is a very eminent immigration lawyer. Atani company Reddy Neumann PC is a Houston-based company, while a team of 18 lawyers are working non-stop day and night to help people realize their immigration dreams. So Rahul garu, once again, thank you and welcome back on the show. It's always so good to have you here, and we're so happy to have you help so many people out. Thank you again for being with us here today.
Thank you, 𝗪𝗪𝗏, for inviting me for this great opportunity to speak with the Telugu community and also Indian community.
Thank you. So Rahul garu, we have two main topics as per our format. First is about the priority date movement and what to expect in the next few months, like 6 or 8 months time frame. The second one is the bigger elephant in the room, which is the election time and what's in store for the work visa holders. So I know we have some callers waiting on the phones and Mata, so please just stay on the line, give us 5 minutes and we'll be right with you guys. Rahul garu, for the first one regarding the priority date movement, now we know there's a total of 250,000 green cards for employment-based immigration in 2021.
That is
How
right.
do you think it's going to work for the Indian community?
Yeah, good question, 𝗪𝗪𝗏 garu. The excess green cards is approximately 110,000, which was officially confirmed by the Department of State recently. So that means that there is an increase of almost around 70 to 80% of the green cards that are available for the employment-based. This is because Trump administration policy of banning the family immigration and also to some extent COVID, which did not allow people to get the green card. So the green cards that were allocated to the family immigration, which were not used in 2020, has to be given to the employment-based. And the number is 110,000. It can be even more. At this point of time, it's 110,000. Now, the year starts from October 1st of 2020. So we're just across 1.5 months. Now, does it mean that it's only 70% increase for the Indian nationals are going to get the green card? Every year we take about 10,000 green cards, a little bit more than 10,000 sometimes, of the green cards of the employment base. Does it mean we are going to only get 17,000 green cards or maybe 18,000 green cards or 20,000 green cards? That is not true though, because there is no demand for other country nationals in the EB1. There is no demand for other country nationals in EB2. So we may be taking almost out of the 110,000, we may be taking almost 80 to 100,000 green cards, or even 105,000 also. I would say at the least 80,000 green cards, we will take it, the Indians will take it, because we are backlogged. When there is no demand, they're not going to look into the 7% of the quota. So this year, that means the coming year, we will get an excess of at least 7 times the green cards of what we have been getting from past 4 to 5 years. So that's a good news for Indian nationals. We're expecting priority dates to be moving fast for EB1 and also for EB2, to some extent EB3 also. There is a little bit confusion with regards to whether EB2 is going to be forward or EB3 is going to be forward. Yeah. That will be another part of the discussion though.
Right.
Now, 𝗪𝗪𝗏, you asked with regards to the election year, what can we see? Of course, we have seen Trump administration is not good at all for the immigrants. We have seen that in many different executive orders, change of the policies, regulatory changes, the way they implemented, banning of the people coming into the United States. However, though, when the election times comes in, when people are running low on the numbers, they can do some miracles to get the things done. We have seen some tweets and some disclosures made by the Trump administration. Especially, he said that I'm going to resolve the employment-based immigration problem. How is he going to resolve? Is he going to make some allocations with regards to allowing people to file the adjustment of status? We don't know. Trump from the beginning was very bad on DACA kids. He never liked them. He said he's going to deport them. But once he came to power also, he removed the employment authorization. Supreme Court blocked it though. Now he's telling that I'm going to give the citizenship to them. So there is some contradictory statement coming out. Maybe when he's going low in the polls, maybe he will come and say, well, I'm going to give something to them to get the Hispanic votes. It may be there. That's one thing. I want all the people to hold tight and, keep following on the TVASIA. We will update people whenever any information comes in.
Right, and if he's planning to do such a thing, that would be great for so many young kids who are here.
Absolutely right.
That'd be wonderful. Rahul Garu, let's get to our callers really quick. I know we have quite a few of them waiting for us on Mata.
Sure.
Let's start going with them right away. Hello. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello. Sir, my phone line unmute cheskuntara, please. Okay. Hello. Okay. There's a bunch of them. Hello. Okay. Looks like there's some. Callers ko request Andy, please unmute your phone lines and mute your TVs if possible. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Hi, my name is Rinki. I have a question for Rahul.
Rinki Garu, just before you start your question, I would like to make one request, please. TVASIA Telugu Facebook and YouTube pages, 𝗪𝗵𝘁, just click on a like and subscribe so that we can stay with you throughout the show and keep you updated on Mata. Whenever there is a new segment, whenever there's more news on immigration, we can definitely keep you posted. Thank you. Go ahead, Rinki then.
Hi, Rahul. Recently, my H1 is going to expire in September. Hello?
No, September
25th. So what I applied for the extension on June 30th. They got documents on June 30th for my H1, H4, and 𝗵𝗄𝗎𝗍, and I applied in the premium processing. And
yes.
So the documents have reached on June 30th, but I got receipt notice on July 22nd. Then I didn't get my H4 receipt yet. So, and also my H1, they didn't process yet. It's been 20 days. So I reached out to premium processing guys, sent an email. So they said my case is pending on security check. That's what they told me 2 days back through email. So I'm not sure what's going on now.
If it's a security check, though, it may be nothing. It may be a serious matter, though. Sometimes what happens if you have filed H1Bs previously with some companies, dubious companies, especially if it's an in-house project companies, when there is no in-house project, they normally go to the security check. Though. You may want to consult a lawyer to check to make sure that you have no profile, which is very wrong. So that's the number one thing I do. Then if everything is clean with you though, I would recommend to take the case to the federal court, because sometimes the security check will take a long time. I mean, long time means it may even take 2 years also to get the H1B adjudicated. So I would recommend it to take your case to the federal court to get the resolution. If there is something secret they don't want to tell, they can tell the judge what's going on so the judge can rule on that case. If there is any secret evidence they don't want to pass it on to you. They have had a practice of when something falls down to use a security check and delay the case. But before you do that though, you may want to first make sure that you consult a lawyer to see if you have all clean background. When you consult a lawyer, I would strongly recommend you send the lawyer all your H1B approval, all your status things so that he can check your background of the companies to see if any of them have any dubious background. That may affect you. So these are the two steps that I will do. if it's in the security check.
Okay. And I didn't get my H4 receipt as well.
You can, you can check the check cashed if the check has been cashed. If the check has been cashed at the back of the check, okay. That if the H4 and EAD you haven't received it, we are noticing a lot of delay, especially in the cases that have been filed in the last week of June, particularly because of the H1B quota though. So there's been a delay. I would wait for about 1 week or 10 days. Maybe come back to our TV show next time and we'll guide you properly. Right now, there's not much to panic on the H4 plus EAD receipt notice.
Okay. Do you want me to wait for another week regarding my H1? Because my attorney, my employee.
H1, I would like you to consult with the lawyer immediately. Don't wait.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining TvasiaTelugu.
Yes. Thanks.
Okay. We'll go to the next caller, sir. Okay. Let's go with the next caller. Sorry, there was a little bit of a confusion. Hello? Hello, sir. My phone line unmute cheskuntara, please. Sir, I think your number starts with an 814 area code. Do you mind? Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear, ma'am?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Rahul. Thanks for the opportunity, your time. My case is with my H1 case is with USCIS, and my current status is 𝗵𝗃𝗃, and I requested my attorney to upgrade it to premium, and documents have been delivered to USCIS on August 7th. And as of today, when I check my case status, it doesn't show like my case has been upgraded to premium. And I checked with my attorney, and my attorney is Reddy Neumann, and they informed like there is no update from USCIS. And now, like I have an admission for fall for CPT. So I was thinking if I have my result before August 24, if it's approval, I will be in 𝗵𝗃𝗃 till September 30. And if it is a RFA, I will join CPT so that I
the question mainly is revolving about the receipt notice of the premium processing right now. There has been a delay in the receipt notices of the premium processing from the service centers because of the COVID.
Yeah. Just one question. If I join CPT, will that have any impact on my H1 status, or is it okay to join?
If you join the CPT, though, you would be considered to be giving away the 𝗵𝗃𝗃. That's number one. Number two, we do not like any university that gives a work permit on the day one you join the university. We don't like. We consider that all those universities are fake universities.
Okay.
So I would strongly recommend, if you want to join a university, I would rather join some other university, not a university that gives a work permit on the first day.
Okay. So you think it's better to wait for H1B result?
It's up to you if you want to wait or you don't want to take any chances. If you don't want to take any chances, you can join some other university. That's up to you, but definitely not day one CPT university.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Rahul.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll go to the next caller. Viewers, listeners, andarki just update anamata. You can always watch this program on Dish Network, SlingTV, WorldBBTV, and the TVASIA Telugu website, as well as YouTube and on Facebook Live also. Okay, so you can catch us on all these multiple different platforms, and so stay tuned. Let's get to our next caller. Let's see. Okay. Hello. Okay, let's get our caller, sir. My number it's starting with 316 area code. My phone line unmute cheskondi, please. Hello? All right, let's see if we can move to the next one. All right, and my phone, it starts with area code 716. My phone line unmute cheskuntara, please.
Is there any button they have to press for unmuting?
They just need to unmute their phones. Let me see if I can try and do that. Hello? Hello? Okay, there seems to be some technical issue. Okay, in the meantime, let me just send you some questions from our YouTube viewers, Rahul Garu. This question is from Mr. Vijay Kumar. He says, any updates on the USCIS furlough and how it will impact the premium processing and wait times?
It looks like August 31st will be furlough. If the Congress doesn't take any action, there may be postponement of it. There may be temporary funding for it. August 31st seems to be the deadline right now the USCIS has given. They are saying that they're going to furlough approximately 2/3 of the officers. That means that all employment-based almost will be a standstill according to what I see, recent statements. Though we may have made some different statements before, but the recent statements based on the USCIS, it looks like complete employment-based will be standstill. Based on the statements given by them, it doesn't look like premium processing will be done too. They will close that option too.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're hoping that the Congress will come and fund at least until January so that the next administration or maybe the current administration get elected, they can take care of it later on, or maybe the next administration can take care of it. But they're contemplating to file at least until January of 2021 right now. Okay. But we can't say right now because the whole Congress is in the partisan mode and election time. They normally don't have compromises. So we'll have to see how it turns out. If it turns out that there will be a furlough, we have to say that absolutely there won't be any, mostly there will not be any adjudications done. Adjudications will not be done. This administration from the beginning wants immigration to not to do anything, not to approve any cases.
Right.
So they may be trying to play this one because they can't ban the immigration, but this is how they are doing it in a backdoor way.
Yeah, and also this is probably the perfect time to sort of get everybody else, this whole immigration situation to take a backseat and get election-related stuff into the forefront, That's what, I guess that's how they're trying to push this backwards and without admitting that.
Yeah.
So Rahul Garu, let's see if we can get our next caller in. Hello? Hello, sir. Area code 316. Me phone line unmute chestara, please. Hello? Hello? All right, let's go with the next caller, sir. Me phone line unmute chestara, please. Area code 760 to start place your number. Hello? All right, there seems to be something weird happening. Sorry, Rahul Garu, just bear with us for 1 second. Hello? Okay, in the meantime, we have another question. This is from Mr. Ajay Kumar. He says, hi Rahul Garu, if the 80K green cards allocated to Indians as we are in backlog, then how much movement and priority date can we expect in EB2 or EB3? I mean, will the dates move to 2013 or 2014 or 2015?
We're anticipating for sure, we're anticipating to move to 2012 based on some of the numbers that we have with regards to the number of applications that have been filed in the labor certification in 2011 and 2012, to some extent in this later part of the 2010 also. So up to 2012, early part of it is our guess right now. But I have gone wrong many times in estimating the priority date movement though. I hope for him, I will go wrong and it will be 2013, but I'm anticipating early part of 2012 is what I'm anticipating right now. Because when I looked into the number of labor certifications filed after May of 2010 and the labor certifications filed in 2011 and early part of 2012, about 50% of them belong to Indian nationals, almost 60% belong to Indian nationals. Then I discounted some of the things because people might have moved away or not been interested, moved to Canada and certain other things. So based on that, I'm estimating it to be early part of 2012.
Okay.
I put that numbers in one of the articles that I've written in 2018 with regards to how many people have filed the labor certification, how many people might be Indians. It's there in rnlawgroup.com. And one of the other surprising things, Nithya Garu, is that they are not publicizing the amount of adjustment of status cases pending with the immigration. They used to do it every 3 months. They used to publish it, so we would come to know how many people are filed in EB2 are pending, how many people in EB3 are pending, how many people in EB1 are pending. They stopped publishing from past 6 months, so we don't have a clear guidance how many people are already filed in adjustment of status and pending. However, early part of 2012 is my estimate for 2021.
Got it. And Rahul Garu, it looks like there's a lot of confusion between, people are wondering whether they should move to EB3. It seems to be moving faster, or should they stay on EB2? There seems to be some confusion in that. Confusion,
yes. There is the date, the priority dates, Nithya Garu, when you and, we at the time when we all got the green card, used to be like EB2 used to be forward and EB3 used to be backward. I mean, EB2 requires more qualification than EB3.
Right.
So, however, though, it looks like at this point of time, there is more demand for EB2 than EB3. Also, Nithya Garu, previously at the time when you and I got the green card, when the EB1 doesn't get filled out, the wastage of the green cards will be given to the EB2. When the EB2 doesn't get filled out, it trickles down to EB3. So what happened was that previously there was not much demand in EB1. So even though it was 40,000, only 20,000 people used to get the green card in EB2. Rest of the 20,000 used to fall in EB2, which already has 40,000, so it would be 60,000. So in that, what used to happen was that there was not much demand for other than Indian nationals. So Indians used to get almost 20,000 green cards every year under EB2, and only 3,000 green cards under 2,800 green cards under EB3. So there was a lot of movement in EB2, but not in EB3. So now what happened is that there is no trickling down from EB1 to EB2. The demand is there for the other country nationals. So the amount of green cards that people are getting in EB2 for Indian nationals is only, 2,800 plus. I mean, it could be less than 5,000 though. So there is not much movement in the date. But since a lot of people have moved from EB3 to EB2, most of the people file in EB2. So EB3 is advanced. Now, what should somebody do when the EB3 is current and EB2 is not current and they are in EB2? So they can always request the employer to use the same labor certification and file an EB3 application. Because the qualifications for the EB3 is lesser than that of the EB2. They can use the same labor certification to file an I-140. Now, people may ask the question, how can you file an I-140 when your labor certification was approved maybe 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago? There is an exemption in the rules that if the labor certification has been approved and any I-140 has been filed, The expiry date of that, I mean, it doesn't expire within 6 months. You can use it at any point of time. Since that labor certification was used for EB2 and it was already approved, you can use the same labor certification to apply for the EB3. Another thing is that if the EB3 is current, they can do one thing. They can file an I-140 using the old labor certification and file the adjustment of status at the same time.
Okay.
So if next month EB3 is current, if I'm in EB2, I can request my employer, hey, employer, file the EB2, convert into EB2, EB3, file the adjustment of status. And we have done many times, no problem with it.
Gotcha. Okay. That's actually great, news for people. At least they can be on the lookout.
Right. Right. If it's moving from EB2 to EB3 doesn't require any labor certification 99% of the time. However, though, moving from EB3 to EB2, though, most of the time requires another labor certification, which takes almost 8 months to 1 year to get it.
Right. Okay. So Rahul Garu, I think we have another caller ready for us. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. My area code 316 to start out with my number. My phone unmute cheskuntara, please.
Hello.
Hello. Cheppan, sir.
Hello,
I can hear you. Yeah, vinpartunandi. Cheppan, sir.
Yeah, thanks for accepting my call. So, I have a few questions on my
Cheppan, sir.
So, my first question is, next year, December 2021, I have H1 6 years అయిపోతుంది. So, my present employer to నాకు I-140 approval ఉంది.
Nice. When was this I-140 approved?
So, priority date వచ్చేసి May 2017 ఉంది, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, May 2017 లో అప్రూవ్ అయింది. ప్రైయారిటీ డేట్ వచ్చేసి February 2016 ఉంది.
ఓకే.
సో వాళ్ళు ఫైల్ చేసినప్పుడు సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇంజనీర్ అనే రోల్తో ఫైల్ చేశారు అనమాట I-140 అదంతా. సో ఇప్పుడు నాకు నేను పనిచేసే క్లయింట్ నాకు ఫుల్ టైం ఆఫర్ చేశారు అనమాట. సో ఆఫర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆఫర్ లెటర్లో నేను ఇక్కడ డీడీఏగా పనిచేస్తున్నాను ప్రస్తుతానికి. సో వాళ్ళు ఆఫర్ లెటర్లో ప్రిన్సిపల్ డీడీఏ అని మెన్షన్ చేశారు అనమాట. సో రేపు నేను వీసా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఈ I-140 కాపీ సబ్మిట్ చేయాలా సార్?
ఈ I-140 approval, yes. You can submit the I-140 approval with this company A to the end client and you will get an approval for a 3-year period because this I-140 was been approved for more than 3 years. Now with regards to your doubt, previously it was a software developer, now it is database administration. It doesn't matter. Previously you could be a mechanical engineer and now you are a software engineer, still they will be able to port the date. Now, in your case, you're still in the software profession, though. I'm just telling, you could have been a civil engineer I-140, and now you can move into IT. That still they will put the date.
Okay. So next question. So the I-140, any extensions can, any amendments can you discuss for future until
this I-140 is tattooed to your face. There is nothing you can do to remove it. Nobody can remove it because it's been approved for more than 6 months. So this can be used for your life.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Andy.
Sir, next question. Sir, next one or two questions on that. Sorry for the long question.
No, చెప్పండి.
And for సో అంటే మా ఇంట్లో మాట్లాడుతూ మేము 1 or 2 years సర్వీస్ అయిన తర్వాత మీకు ఫుల్ టైం అది అప్లై జీసీ ప్రాసెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తామని చెప్పారు. సో లెట్స్ ఆఫ్టర్ 2 or 3 years ఆర్ మేబీ ఆఫ్టర్ 5 years వాళ్ళు నాకు జీసీ ప్రాసెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారు అనుకోండి, నేను స్టిల్ I-140 యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు సార్? అంటే ఐ మీన్ నా ప్రయారిటీ డేట్ కోర్స్ యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు?
Absolutely. You can use that I-140 and port the date to the new company. Even if your previous company withdraws, it will have no impact whatsoever at all in you porting the date with the new employer. Can it be done in 1 year? Yes. Can it be done after 5 years? Yes. Can it be done after 20 years? The answer is still yes.
Okay. So I-140 transfer చేసుకోలేము సార్? ఓన్లీ ప్రయారిటీ డేట్ మాత్రమే ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేసుకోవాలి?
That is right. The only reason why this I-140 will not be useful is if your new company, if the priority date becomes current and new company wants to file the adjustment of status. you cannot file the adjustment of status with the previous I-140. For all other purposes that I know about, you can use the old I-140.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So last question ఉంది. సో అంటే మా ఎంప్లాయర్కి నేను చెప్పాను ఇలా టైంకి వెళ్తున్నానని, వాళ్ళు నాకు చెప్పమన్నారు ఇదివరకే. అయితే తను ఏమంటున్నారంటే ప్రయారిటీ డేట్స్ మూవ్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. అంటే నాది February 2016 అనమాట ప్రయారిటీ డేట్. సో ఇప్పుడు కరెంట్ 2009 నడుస్తుంది సార్. సో 2016కి వెళ్ళే అంటే ఫ్రమ్ 2009 నుంచి 2016కి వెళ్ళే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా సార్ ఒకవేళ మూవ్ అయితే కనుక?
It's a very tough question though. Is there a chance for it? As I and Nitya were discussing, this is the election time, things were going very crazy. And then some other caller asked, what is the expectation? I said it's the early part of 2012 though. But let me tell you one thing though. I have gone 1,000 times wrong in estimating the priority date. I admit it. So it's I don't know. I'm not going to answer your question because after 1,000 times wrong, you don't want to hear an answer from that guy, I guess. I would not if I were you. So it's your judgment call.
Okay.
It's your judgment
so,
call.
Until let's say, okay, sir. So let's say, for example, after 2 or 3 years, prior to the 2016 coaching and by lucky. So can I come back to my old employer and stay with him before?
There are a lot of problems for it. Number one problem is he may be forced to withdraw the I-140 because certain times he cannot keep on continuing the I-140. The other thing is that the immigration might not like you. The guy offered you a permanent job. You left the company. You left the company because either the company took the offer back or you didn't like to join the company. So yes, under certain circumstances you can, but it's going to be very risky to do so.
Okay. Okay. Got it, sir.
Thanks for tuning in, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Sir, thanks for joining us. And Machipogande, please Facebook and YouTube page Pelli oka like and subscribe kottesandi before you leave Anmata. So thank you so much for calling in today. Okay. And for all those who are watching, we are available on Dish Network, SlingTV, WorldBBTV, and the TVASIA Telugu website, along with YouTube and Facebook and Mata. So you can view us on all of these platforms. So don't forget to tune in. Okay. Rahul Garu, I think also just one other request for the viewers, Andy, please, because we have so many people waiting on the call. Please limit your questions to 1 or 2 on this show, and that way everybody can get to ask their questions on Mata. And if you always need an extended session, please feel free to call Rahul Garu's firm itself, and they'll be able to help you out with any extended questions that you may have on Mata. That is what they primarily do. So do call them whenever you get a chance. Rahul Garu, let's just take a couple of questions that is on Facebook and Mata. This is from 𝗪𝗵𝗀𝗘𝗃𝗲𝗁. He says he has an I-140 approved and has a 2015 priority date, and he now plans to apply for the H4EAD. He says my visa expires on July 31st in 2020. And my employer filed for H1 and H4 extension in July last week. He says he received his extension file receipts and he's waiting for the approval. And he says, as my visa has expired and I'm staying here on application receipts, can I apply for the H4EAD or should I wait till the H1 is approved, which may take 4 to 5 months?
No need to wait until the H1 or H4 to be approved. With the receipt notices of the H1, H4, and the approval of the I-140, you could file an EAD application. No need to wait.
Right. Okay, so Shrikant Garu, if you're watching this, I hope you got your answer. All right, the next question is from Biswin Senapati. He's asking if he can change from EB2 to EB1 at this point.
Yeah, he seems to be working with a major consulting company, and he has a PhD in data science, as I see the record of the Facebook. It's not that automatic that somebody with a PhD can be automatically qualified for the EB1. The thing what they should shoot is called something called EB1B, which is called outstanding researcher. Especially he is working for a major consulting company. They may have, he must be working in a research field.
Right.
If he's working in a research field and there are 2 other doctorate level people that are working with that company, since you named the company, I don't want to name the company, I see that his company definitely has more doctorates in data science field though. The company can, if they want to, file an application under the EB1B. Unfortunately, he can, under the EB1B, only company can file it. He cannot file it by himself. With regards to the extraordinary ability though, that is EB1A though, he must be a lot more than PhD though. Not just a PhD by itself is not enough. Maybe some patents, maybe his data science that he has done has been used by some computer algorithms to avoid the nuclear war, or maybe coronavirus or whatever it might be. So if any of his things are being applicable in a fashion though, he definitely can qualify under EB1A. But I would recommend that you should consult a lawyer for EB1A. As far as the EB1B is concerned though, he should go with the company and check with them if he's eligible, and if they're willing to file, he should go with EB1B.
Gotcha. Okay. So Biswinji, if you're watching this, I hope you have your questions answered. Rahul, we have another caller. Hello, sir. Sir, my phone line unmute చేసుకోండి please. 716 area code.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir. చెప్పండి.
Namaskaram, madam. Sir, namaskaram, sir. Rahul garu. Sir, you're doing a great job, sir. Thank you for clarifying all the concerns of the immigration and all these things. Sir, I'm talking about on behalf of my brother. Sir, he applied under EB1, under L1A. L1Aలో అప్లై చేశాడు సార్ తను గ్రీన్ కార్డు. ఇప్పుడు కరెంట్ అయింది కదా సార్, తనదేమో అక్టోబర్ 2017 అన్నమాట. EB1, సో ఇప్పుడు కరెంట్ అయింది కదా సార్, ఇప్పుడు February 2018 ఐ థింక్. బట్ ఈ ప్యారిటీ డేట్ ఇస్ ఐ థింక్ October 2017. సార్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుందంటారు సార్?
What did you say his priority date is?
October 2017.
Yeah, it definitely is current. If he files the adjustment of status though, it may take approximately anywhere between 1 year to 2.5 years for him to get the green card. Assuming that at the time when he is getting the green card, the priority date should still be current. It's not just at the time of filing.
No. Current అయింది కదా సార్ ఇప్పుడు. సార్ ఇప్పుడు February 2018 కదా నడుస్తుంది.
మరి అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ స్టేటస్ ఎప్పుడు ఫైల్ చేసింది సార్?
అదే 2017 సార్, October 2017 ఐ థింక్.
October 2017 మీరు చెప్పింది ప్రయారిటీ డేట్ అని చెప్పిండ్రు. అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ స్టేటస్ ఎప్పుడు ఫైల్ చేసిండ్రు?
కాదు మొత్తం అంతా అవైలబుల్ అంటే ఐ డోంట్ నో మచ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్, బట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ డేట్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఫింగర్ప్రింటింగ్.
I would rather want to speak with him though, because if you don't know if he files adjustment of status or not, I would prefer to speak with him.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Sorry about that, because I need to know when the adjustment of status has been filed.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Please call us back with this information so that way Rahul Garu can definitely help you out some more. Rahul Garu, we have a question from one of our Facebook viewers, and I know her, Reshma, she does call in. She says if the Democrats win, then does VP Kamala Harris have any power to be pro-immigrant and pass the S386?
We have studied the immigration policy of Kamala Harris. She doesn't have no indication with regards to employment-based. With regards to the DACA immigration, I've seen that she definitely is favoring them to get the green cards. But when it comes, just hold on for a minute, sir. But when it comes to the employment-based immigration, she doesn't have any policy She never expressed any policy when she was contesting as the presidential candidate. So at this point of time, nothing is clearly clarified with regards to the employment-based immigration. As far as the Senate 386 bill is concerned, she definitely did not put any hold on the Senate 386 bill. So, so hopefully, though, she will support the Senate 386 bill. But as far as the employment-based immigration, she has not said anything at this until now.
Got it. Okay, Reshma, I hope you're watching this, and I hope you got your answer. Rahul, I think you have another call at, hello, sir.
Yeah, hi, Nitya, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sir, open request, can you just mute your TV or your computer?
Yes, I did mute. I hope. Is it clear now?
It's very clear now. Chappan, sir, please.
Yeah. Hi, Rahul. The question I have is my priority date for EB2 category has become current in the month of June 2020. USCIS has asked for a supplement J that we answer in the month of April 2020, but the online status shows that we receive your response to our RFE. It's been 4 months. I'm still waiting for the green card, so nothing is happening. So we're just wondering.
When did you file the adjustment of status right now? When did you file it?
2009, June 9th.
Wait, when did you file? That is a priority date, what you're telling though. When did you file the adjustment of status? You told me that you responded to the RFE of the 485J supplement. When did you file the adjustment of status?
Yeah. April 7th, 2020.
Okay, they are seriously backlogged in the in adjudicating the adjustment of status right now. Were your biometrics done or not done yet?
They've been done a long time ago.
You said you filed in April 2020. How can they be done a long time ago?
For some reason, they took all our fingerprinting biometrics in 2015 for myself, my wife, and my kid.
You said you filed the adjustment of status in April of 2020. What they took was for a different purposes, not for this adjustment of status. Is that right?
Okay. I'm sorry. I think there is some confusion. So we answered the RFE request for evidence on April 7th, 2020.
You did not answer my question, though. When did you file the adjustment of status?
You mean for my I-485, right?
That is right. When did you file the 485?
It was in 2015.
Thank you.
I don't remember the exact one.
That's fine. You don't need to date the date. Okay. If it was been filed in 2015, the biometrics are already being taken for you. Absolutely, you're right. And since you responded to the RFE in June of 2020 with regards to the 485J supplement, they should adjudicate your application any day now.
Okay, so I mean, my priority date became June, but in normal conditions, people are saying that I would have, got my green card by now, like within a few weeks.
That's right. That's right.
Pandemic timelines and there are furloughs in USDA.
You can, normally,
but it's almost like 4 months.
Right. What we are recommending people is that if the priority date is current, is that you can file a mandamus case in the federal district court, and they will adjudicate your case faster. Because it's been that you file the additional status, they don't have any face-to-face. So we strongly recommend to file a mandamus case. We have done very many number of people, and it's a good success rate there. Because it's a clear case, there is nothing there. The only problem with you is that if you don't use the court right now, what will happen is that who knows, the priority dates might backlog. We have seen that your priority date was current in 2012, but all along it was not current. So it's good for you to go to the court right now.
So go to the court to the same attorney that my green card is handling?
You can either go with the same attorney or you can choose another lawyer too. You don't have to go with the same lawyer because the 485 belongs to you, not to your employer. You can choose your own lawyer if you want to.
Okay.
Okay?
And
That's the best
one
way.
more question, Mr. Rahul.
Yeah.
So changing an employer at this time, would that have any negative impact on the processing or
Because
or
if
for
you
USCIS
change, you have to
citation
submit
on
the
it?
485J supplement, and they have to rule the 485J supplement on it. I would rather do the court and get this thing resolved and then go do whatever I want to after that.
Okay. What if I don't have an option to,
Well, if you don't have an option, beggars can't be choosers, is right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for calling in. On Callers Spoken Request Sunday, we're going to be right back after a very, very short break on Mata. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Stay on the phones and we'll be back with you, okay? As soon as we can.
అత్యధిక నాణ్యత గల మెరిసే జ్యూల్స్ ప్రతి డైమండ్ మెళకువతో ఎంపిక చేయబడినది 7 తరాలకు పైగా ఫ్యామిలీ వారసత్వం డైమండ్ జ్యువెలరీ తయారీదారులు ఇండియా నుండి న్యూ జెర్సీ వరకు జ్యూల్స్ తీసుకొచ్చారు మాయా ఫైన్ జ్యూల్స్ యువర్ ఫ్యామిలీ జ్యువెలర్ విజిట్ 1315 Oak Tree Road, Islin, New Jersey. Log on to mayafinejewels.com.
Namaskaram. Welcome to Maya Fine Jewels, New Jersey's trusted diamond jewelry showroom and manufacturing firm. With a legacy of over 7 generations, we have been manufacturing our own fine jewelry since 1975. A factory set up in India, in Mumbai and in New York, we specialize and cater to jewelry for the South Indian community. Or visit our website at www.mayafinejewels.com.
Sunshine Wealth LLC. Conquer your financial future.
We came to this country with big dreams. We have been working day in, day out. Our big dreams seems impossible to reach. Let's not give up hope. Let's work together to create your financial freedom roadmap. We care about you. We care about your future.
For more details, log on to www.sunshinewealthllc.com or call 848-391-9338.
Welcome back, folks. Okay, let's get to our next caller. Give us a second, please. All right. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Nitya garu. Hi, Rahul garu.
Hi, ma'am. Cheppandi.
I have a question on my current status. So I'm matching out on my L1 and in another 5 months. So my employer is asking me to change to convert to H1. So if I convert and I have got my EB1 approved last year.
But were you on H1? Were you on H1B before?
No, I have the petition and it was approved last year, which I didn't use.
Oh, got the point. Okay. With the same company, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, keep going, ma'am. So he's telling you to go to the H1 and you have an EB1C approval. What is your question?
Yes. So if I convert to H1 now, will there be any problem?
In getting the green card through EB1C? That's your question, is right?
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
There is no problem at all for you to get the green card if the employer is cooperative. You are a high-level manager, and that's the reason why you are an L1A. You got the I-140 approval in EB1C because you're a high-level manager. you are moving to a specialty occupation, which is a different occupation on H1B, different position on H1B, not a high-level manager. But when the priority date becomes current, though, the EB1C is for the future employment. So if they can still file the adjustment of status, though you're on H1B with a specialty occupation, not a high-level manager, they could say that once you get the green card, they want to hire you on a higher level manager position for which you got the I-140 approved. And that will not cause any problem whatsoever at all in you getting the green card.
Okay. And if I have to go for H1 in LCA, do I need to use any specific clause while
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you're not going to be a high-level manager like the way what you have on L1, because typically the managerial positions are not easy to get the H1B approval. So if you are going to use a software developer, and then will it cause any problem for you to get the green card? No, it will not cause any problem for you to get the green card.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in. Please like, subscribe kotendi my YouTube channel and our Facebook page also. Thank you so much for calling in today.
Thank you.
All right. Rahul Garu, we have our next caller ready. Hello. Hello.
Hi. Hi Nitya. Hello.
Hi ma'am. Chapandi.
So thanks for taking my call first thing. So I have a few questions only on my H1B. I am subjected to COVID layoff recently in July. My H1B visa was extended in March by my previous employer, and the validity is until 2023 April only.
Nice.
So now in July I lost my job and I'm on 60-day bench period, which is on September 10th it would be completed. And my husband is also on H1B. So I started filing change of status to H4. And also one more thing is my I-140 was approved in 2016. So my questions now are, for if I get a job offer after September 10th, like when my 60-day bench period ends, what are my options? And if I get job offers before
you can file
September
a change
10th,
of status.
what are my options?
If you get before September 10th, you can file a change of employer from employer A to employer B, and you will get the H1B approval, and you can withdraw the H4. So you don't have to worry about the H4 aspect completely. But if you get a job offer after September 10th, you have to file a change of status from H4 to H1. We thought initially that it would be difficult to convert to H4 to H1 because the H4 will take a long time for approval and the officer may not adjudicate the H1B with the I-94 unless the H4 is approved. But miraculously, what we have noticed is that when we are requesting the officer, look, the H4 is still pending, please adjudicate both the applications together. We're having some success in it. Not all, but we have been having some success. So you could try to do that. But if that does not work, though, they will still approve the H1B without the I-94, and then you will have to go to India to get the stamping, or Mexico or Canada to get the stamping.
Okay. So I can also go to Mexico for the stamping, right?
Right. You can go to Mexico also to get
job after
if you get without I-94. If you get with I-94, you don't have a problem. If you get without I-94, yes, you have to go to Mexico or Canada to get the stamping.
Okay. So, and if I file change of status to H4 before September 10th, I am staying legally, right?
Absolutely, you are.
Okay. And okay, great. And my visa stamping, the I-94 expires in April 2020. But the I-797, which I recently
That's
got
fine, ma'am. You're fine. You said that your H1B has been extended until 2000. 2023, and that has an I-94 number. Check the I-94 number that is attached to it. It's the same I-94 number what you see on the CBP website. So you're good.
That's right. Okay, sir.
Thank
I'm
you
so
very
happy I could talk to you today. One last question I have. My daughter was my dependent before, so we filed I-539 for her, and it's still in process. When they extended my visa, they also applied for I-539, and it's in process. She gave her biometrics and all that.
How old is your daughter?
She's 10 years old.
I want you to file one more I-539 right now for her through your husband.
Yeah, so we started one more I-539 for her, but her I-94 was expired in April, same as me.
That's fine.
And her previous I-539 wasn't. Okay.
That's fine, ma'am. That should not cause any problem.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for calling us. Now it looks like we have one more caller.
Sorry, one more last question.
Ma'am,
if I apply my... Sorry?
Ma'am, sorry, ఇంకా కొంతమంది వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారన్నమాట. So that's why we requested that everybody limit their questions to at least one or two. So if you, I'm really sorry, we just have to go to the next caller also because
that's okay.
So,
thanks,
but please feel free to call us back again next week. కాకపోతే YouTube గానీ Facebook లో గానీ మీ questions పెట్టండి and we'll get to it as soon as we can, for sure.
Sure. My majority of questions are answered. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Okay. Bye. We have one more caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Sir, me TV mute.
Hello, madam.
Please.
Yeah. Hello, madam. Are you able to hear now?
Yes, I am. Yes. Thank you. Japan, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Rahul, sir. I have a question on actually on the green card. So I used to work for one of the company earlier for 5 years as a consultant to one of the end client, and they applied EB2 in 2016. And last year I moved back to the end client, and the end client started filing the green card. But the recruitment that they have mentioned as requires only 1 degree and requires only a bachelor degree, and that's why the law firm who are processing this
EB3.
they have done it. They are doing it in EB3. Since they told the bachelor's degrees don't require only bachelor's and.
I got the point. What's your question?
So, will the priority date of EB2 of with my old company can be retained? I mean, can we use that priority date? And
absolutely, you can retain the priority date if you're moving from EB2 to EB3. Can you retain the priority date? Yes, you can. And let me tell you one thing. Right now, priority date for EB3 is more forward than EB2.
Okay.
Okay. So in case if at all, if they, as we are expecting some movement, right? So if they want to provide any priority date, I mean green cards to EB2, so how will be the order?
Yeah, then you will be out of luck. If your company has not filed the labor certification under EB2, if the priority date becomes current for EB2, you'll be out of luck. They will have to file one more labor certification, or you have to move to a different company. And that requires a lot of time.
Okay. And sir, after the job posting, right? After the job recruitment is task is done. So can we change the job description?
You can't change the job description after the posting has been done. Or the only other way is you have to start all over again, including the prevailing wage, which is taking about 4 to 5 months.
Okay. So once the labor is approved, right, sir, if you want to port from EB3 to EB2 again, also does it take the same process again?
Yes, you have to do the same process. You have to file the form application again and file an I-140 application. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah, and the last question, sir, for the last week, we have the announcement from the Department of State, right, regarding the H-1Bs 𝗪𝗏𝗪. So since I moved from old company to new company and my H1B is transferred to new company, right? So can I be eligible to travel right now outside to get the stamping? I mean, if the countries are open back.
You were here present on June 24th of 2020 on H1B. So if is your passport already stamped or it's not stamped?
No, I don't have the stamping with my new company.
Yeah,
so.
you can go for stamping right now. We are not seeing any problem for the people who are here on June 24th.
Okay, I don't have the passport, visa stamping.
You have to. You can go for stamping, sir. Yeah. You can go for stamping if you want to.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. So my viewers, just another update. You can always catch us on Dish Network, SlingTV, WorldBBTV, and the TvasiaTelugu website, along with YouTube and Facebook and Mata. Rahul Garu, we have one more caller, so let's just take that call quickly. Sure. Hello.
Sure. Hi. Hello, Rahul sir. My name is Amit, and my question is regarding to my I-485 case. So I had my interview last year on December, and it was cancelled because of my interview was cancelled because when I reached there in the office, they say it's because you created the FOI request. You cannot. We don't have any documents in the local office. So they rescheduled my interview on March, but due to the pandemic, it was again cancelled, and then I don't know what is the status.
Is your priority date
so now the
now?
issue? Yeah, it is current. Correct. Yeah, correct. Sir.
I want you to sue the USCIS, and it's an easy way of getting the green card right now.
So when I called and the agent says that those interviews are cancelled, will be rescheduled.
I am telling you a solution. I am telling you the best solution is to sue the government. It's not going to cost that heck lot of money. It's a very established procedure. You've been waiting for a long period. They're supposed to adjudicate the application in 6 months after you file. And I'm assuming that your adjustment of status application was been filed more than 6 months because you had been interview scheduled in December. So you should sue the government, and that's an easy way of getting the green card.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I mean, we have tried all different ways and they're not working. Suing is the only thing. Because administration is different, judge is different. Judge looks at it differently. Sorry, Nitya, you're telling something.
Hey, then I was just telling him to make sure that he gives you guys a call, and that way he can discuss his options and sort of proceed with this. Sure. Seems like his best option, like you said, at this point.
Sure.
Hello. Okay. Rahul Garu, we just have one question from our YouTube viewer, 𝗪𝗍𝗆. He says, my dependent's H4 extension case was updated to show fingerprints were taken. When can we expect the H4 approval, as their college is asking for an approval for in-state student fee purposes?
Ooh, they're taking any... if the biometrics are done, though, it depends on when the application has been filed. And there is another problem that we're noticing is that some of the officers are not working and they're taking a long leave because of the pandemic. They're working from home. There's been interruption for it. Right now, the processing time from the time of filing to getting is anywhere between 8 months to about 14 months.
Oops. Okay. All right. So, sir, 𝗪𝗍𝗆, if you're watching this, that looks like, a long wait period. So I'm not sure what can be done about it. So, Rahul Garu, I would defer to you. Is there anything that he can do to help?
No, right now there is nothing can be done for the H4 and EAD. They are making COVID as an excuse to delay this thing. Previously, there was no biometrics. They started biometrics in March of 2019. I don't know why they need biometrics.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, Rahul, we have one more caller.
Sure.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Cheppandi.
Sir, quick question, sir. My priority date is on EB2. My priority date is May 2012, and I'm working as a contractor now. One of my clients wants to hire me. So they also wanted to process an EB2. So do I need to start all over again, starting from
Yes.
labor certification and then?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have to start all over again. And now, I may be wrong, but at this point of time, if my priority date is May of 2012, I will not move to a different company. That's me.
Oh, is it?
I'll wait until 3 or 4 months to see what goes on.
Okay. Okay. So any chances of things getting in line, or you know?
That's the reason. That's the reason. If I were you, I'm not going to move.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Thanks for the advice, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for calling us. Raghav, I know we're all out of time, but I think we have like one last caller. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
Andy. Please go ahead.
So my question is regarding my visa. So I transferred my F1 to H1.
Mm-hmm.
So I was the student here, and I was on F1.
Yes.
So and again my I got H1 and I am working here. But my question is, do I have to go to my home country to get the visa stamped, or is it I can go to any other country to get it stamped?
You cannot go to any other country, but you can go to Mexico. You can go to Mexico or Canada to get the stamping, even though you never got the stamping of H-1B before.
Oh, I've never crossed the border. So is it still okay? Like,
that's perfectly fine, ma'am. You can still go make an application and go to Mexico or Canada to get the stamping.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Please make sure you subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channels as well, so you can stay updated with all everything immigration related. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Rahul Garu, we have one last question from one of our viewers. His name is Shiv. He says he received 221G but hasn't submitted documents to the consulate, and he withdrew the 221G. Now I have approved petition with the same client, a different location, but if I go for a visa interview, did I get the questions about, or I guess he's asking if he's going to get questions about the 221G.
Yes, he will. They will have the record of him that he has applied for the visa. He has withdrawn it. They will have it on there. Most probably he has withdrawn because the job doesn't exist. That's what I'm assuming. So yeah, he has to face the music. He doesn't have much options.
Okay. Shiv, if you're watching this, then yes, I guess there's a possibility that those questions are going to come up. So just prep for it as much as you can and as best as you can. Answer honestly, I guess, and hope for the best.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Rahul Garu, thank you so much. I know.
Thank you, Nitya Garu. Thank you, TVASIA.
Above and beyond your Call of Duty and Matekra.
Sure.
But for all our viewers, please, we have this show going on. Everything and anything immigration related, feel free to call us. Send your questions on Facebook. Send your questions on YouTube. We're making sure that we address each and every one of your issues. But stay tuned every week, same time, Sunday 4 p.m. Tune into the show, and we will be here with our expert Rahul Garu. Thank you so much once again for being on the show and so patiently answering.
Thank you very much, Nitya Garu. Thank you, TVASIA.
All right, you take care and have a great rest of your weekend. And we'll see you next week, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.